Hi, it's Jean. I'm here to talk to you about a new form. In another video, I spoke to you about the I-140 and how to self-petition for a EB2 NIW. Well, the EB2 NIW does not offer premium processing at this time, but the EB1A does. And to get premium processing, you complete the I-907. So if you're self-petitioning for an EB1A and you're filling it out yourself, then you can follow the steps that I'm about to show you. Okay. So you probably do not have the USCIS account number, but if you do, you can fill it in. I do have another video on my channel here that shows how to establish an account with USCIS. So if you haven't watched that, you can watch that, make an account, and then fill in that. The A number you may or may not have. So you're the person filling out the request, right? So we're here, information about the person. So you're not a company, you're self-petitioning. So your last name, first name, and middle name goes here. Okay, you don't need to do care of because it's care of you. Some people like to fill out in the name again here, but you don't need to. So then you fill in your address. Then I just have a fake address here. And I'm assuming because you're filling it out that your current mailing address is the same as your physical address. If it's not, then you would click no. Like, for example, if you maybe you're at school and your mailing address is your dorm, but you have a physical address, that's your dorm, but then the mailing address might be somewhere permanent, like your relatives or your parents or something. So if you have two different addresses, like a temporary address, a physical address, and a mailing address, it's more steady and we're more likely for you to get mail. Then you can fill out this physical address for where you're currently staying, and then your permanent address would go above on the other page. Okay, so you're self-petitioning for the EB1A. So because you're self-petitioning, you can click here, I am the petitioner. And you're not the attorney. You are an applicant, but you're self-petitioning. So that's what I would check as I am the petitioner. I-140 is your form. Unless you're filing later for premium processing, you wouldn't have a receipt number. Now, if you did regular processing on your EB1A, and changed your mind, and now you're sending your I-907 to get premium processing, then you'd have the receipt number. Okay. Now, I used this I-907 that I downloaded from USCIS. So they're kind of limited where you can't adjust too much. So classification, if this is my case management software as an attorney, I could fill in more here, but because it's not, it can only let me fill in this part, EB1. Normally I would put in EB1A. Okay, now you're the petitioner, right? And then you're the beneficiary too, because it's going to be your green card that you're applying for. So you're petitioning, you're self-petitioning, and you're going to benefit from the green card when it's approved. Okay, so it's not a company, so you can skip all that. Now you're the petitioner. So again, put your same address. And here, if you have more than one address, like I said, like the difference between the physical address, like where you're staying right now, and your permanent address, I would put my permanent address right here. So if you're at school or something, don't put your school address, put your permanent address. Unless you're only using your school address. But if you're having two different addresses, when you get to this part, the one that you would choose is your permanent address, which would be your mailing address. Okay. Now, actually, this should not be. Okay, so this is the interpreter. So I normally check something here, even you're not going to have an interpreter. You're the one who you've read and understood every question. You're not you're the preparer and the requester. So check the A. And then put your information. Don't fill out number 2 because you're not requesting anybody to prepare it for you, right? You're the one preparing it. So you're just going to leave it alone. Put your daytime phone number, your email address, and then sign here, and the date. You didn't have an interpreter, you skip all that. Okay, and then preparer is only if it's other than the requester. So, right, so it's declaration of the person preparing the request, which is you, if other than the requester, but you're also the requester. So you don't have to fill this out. Now, like when I'm filling it out as an attorney, I complete this because I'm preparing it. Okay, so you don't have to fill in any of that. Don't have to fill out that. And that's it. So that was easy, much easier than the I-140. And it's for a good thing. It's expensive. It's $2,500 to get premium processing. But it's a fairly easy form, and it gets you a good result because they have to act on your I-140 within 15 calendar days. So it's a nice form. So anyway, so that is the I-907. And if you want to watch the video on the I-140, you can watch that, although it's filled out for the NIW. So if you're applying for EB1A, you're going to have to choose a couple different choices. For example, on the first page, you're not going to check requesting a NIW, you're going to check extraordinary ability. But otherwise, it's pretty much the same. So thank you for watching, and please subscribe and watch for more videos. I did make this video upon the request of one of our subscribers. So if you have any suggestions on videos you'd like to see, comment below.